Hey y'all, Phil here. Just wanted to make a short, quick video to discuss the things that I've done to improve the audio problems that I was having. As you know, in the last couple videos I was having some audio problems, and part of that was because I was using the 4K camera on the front windshield, looking out the front to view my travels. And what I didn't realize was that I had the power cord plugged into it. And when you plug the power cord into that 4K camera, it completely eliminates the audio. It is set to, I guess, sense something being plugged in, and you can plug a microphone in there and it works great. Or in my case, I plugged the audio in, or excuse me, the power in, and it thought it was an audio, and so it killed the onboard audio. So the only audio that I had left to use was from the Wemos camera. That's a knockoff GoPro, another GoPro knockoff. Is kind of cheap. The picture quality is good on it. However, where I had it setting on the left hand side of the dash by the window in front of me pointing towards me, it picked up a lot of noise, a lot of road noise and just vibration and stuff like that. So in a lot of cases that audio was just, well, in most cases that audio was unusable, so I couldn't use it. So that's where you saw in a few of the clips and stuff where the audio sounded real funny. It's because I was trying to, adjust that audio to make it sound better, and I just couldn't get it out. So that was the problem with a lot of that. So what have I done to try to improve that? Well, the first thing I did was I got a Zoom H1N, and this is a little digital recorder, and I can also plug a microphone into it right there, and either use a lapel mic plugged in here, or they say that the two mics that are on it, the two onboard mics, work just fine. So I'll have to experiment with it and see which is better, whether I need to just turn it on, set it on the dash and plug in a lapel mic, or use the onboard mics. So I'll have to experiment with that. But I did some research, and the Zoom N1 is a good recorder, fairly inexpensive. This is the N1N, which is a little bit a step up in price. Not the least expensive one, and not the most expensive one, kind of mid-range. So we'll have to see. And the kit that I got with this comes with a little holder for it. You can put it in a little case for it, little belt strap and everything, and a foam muff, if you will, to kind of prevent the pops and all that kind of stuff. And it just slides right on. Let's see if I can get it to slide on. Went right on the first time I tried it. Okay, there it is. Got that little foam muff on it, so we'll see how that works. I also got bought a dead cat or a wind muff to go with that. I think this was like $9 or something. So I got that to help out if I'm outside just using the recorder, not plugged into the lapel mic, and just using the recorder, the onboard mics, to see if that does the job. So we'll see. The kit also came with a little holder, if you will. This screws into the back of the Zoom mic, where you can hold the mic and as opposed to just hanging on the sides. You can actually have something better to hang on to. You can set it down and rest it like that, but it's tough to balance it on the bottom a little bit. And of course the charger, so we can charge the batteries and the cable that came with that. Came with the kit. Okay, so that's the audio situation, and hopefully that'll improve, but I'll have to experiment with it. I also got a wireless audio transmitter and receiver. Now this is the transmitter, just like you see on TV. You know, you strap this onto your belt and run a lapel mic up to your shirt or whatever, conceal it or whatever, and then it transmits from here over to this one, which you plug into your camera or device, whatever it happens to be. This will run on a DSLR. It'll run on a iPhone. It'll plug into the Zoom. Plugs into a computer. So various different things that you can do with this, and excuse me, that way I can, you know, set the camera up over here, let's say, and be 50 feet away and still have good quality audio recording. So got a little lapel mic that came with that as well. So that should be, you know, quite good to try out. Again, not the cheapest model, not the most expensive model, but kind of a little bit in between. Comes with its little case. So I'll give that a shot and a try. And so that ought to improve my audio quality in my videos, but we'll have to just give it a try and see what happens. Anyway, like right now, I'm recording the audio on the Zoom. I've got the shotgun mic on the DSLR facing towards me, and I've got this little microphone in a foam thing here plugged into the iPhone. Now I don't know if that's helping on the iPhone yet, because I really didn't check that. I've checked it before and it seems to work, but I'm not sure if I got the right plug in there. So we'll see on that one. Okay, and also next thing I got, well, not to help the audio, that's it for the audio and the video. But I did get a couple items to just kind of help out or make things better in the RV here. So the first one that I got was, this is an Ally 350 amp 8 volt shunt. It's a battery monitor. Now I'm sure you've all seen the Victron battery monitors, and they run for about $206 to $250 depending on where you get them from. But this one was less than 50 bucks. It's $48, $49, and looking at it, it looks exactly like the Victron model. The only difference is that on this one there's no Bluetooth capability, so I can't use my phone to check it, but that doesn't matter to me. I'm going to put this over there on the wall, and as you can see, right beside the GoPower control box over there. Now that one monitors the battery, but it will only show me the percentage of the battery, and as I draw down the battery, it kind of goes down a little bit, and doesn't really give me the information that I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this. I'm going to get a little housing, either make it or buy it, a little square housing, put this in it, and place it right up there beside the GoPower inverter monitor. And yeah, that is the GoPower inverter monitor. That's where I turn the inverter. It's a remote for the inverter, and I can turn the inverter on and off up there. And of course, I've got the inverter connected to all the outlets on the RV through a switch box. But it's kind of a rough estimate. It's not real accurate. And right next to that, of course, is the MT50 monitor for the the charge controller, and it shows me what solar is coming in and then what the battery is at. But again, just kind of a general thing, where this one will actually show me how much amperage is coming into the battery and how much amperage is going out to the battery. And so for 48 bucks, I figured, hey, better than spending that 250 on the Victron, and it does everything it does. And of course, that's the gauge, and then here's the actual shunt that you put in line. Now this goes in your negative terminal coming from your battery, to the ground. Put one end coming off the battery and the other end going off to the ground. And then you connect it right here up to the meter. And it came with, of course, a wire. Now this wire might be a little bit short because I want to run it from where it's installed down the casing of the door there, down to the bottom, into the cabinet, and then beneath the cabinet, excuse me, and then down through the floor and over to the shunt, which I'm going to place down next to the battery. I've got a few things to get. I want to get a little housing to put that in, so it, you know, maintains the waterproof integrity of it. And so I'll get that all set up. When I get that set up, I will do a video on the install, of course, and then again on the what I think when it's working, how it works. So that'll help. So when I'm out boondocking, I can actually see the battery level, how much is coming in, how much is going out, so it'll be more precise when I'm getting lower and stuff like that, so I'll know where they stand. Okay, another thing I got, now on one of my videos, one of my subscribers commented that the Hobotech was reviewing a dash cam, and he thought I might use that for my outside, you know, view of the road going down the road. So I went on, I'm subscribed to Hobotech, so I went on his channel and I reviewed it, and I'm not sure whether I'll be using this for the outside view as I travel down the road and so forth, but it is a really good dash cam. It's called the ASCO Trace 1 Pro, and it's a dual 1080p dash cam, and it's got a front view. Of course, you look out the view of the front, but it's also got a inward view of inside the cab, not for the back of the car, but actually inside the cab. So if anybody was to break in, it's got a sensor on it. It'll sense the vibration, the shock, if you will, and then it'll come on and start recording. So you can actually have an inside view of the cockpit, the driver's area, the inside of the car, so you can see what's going on. If I can get this thing open. Come on. So I will also do a video on installing this and the results, the outcome of it, see how that is. Okay, comes with a manual, of course. This all has GPS on it, and you'll see that when I put it in. And you've got a power cord that runs from the camera over around your windshield and back to your cigarette lighter with a little GPS thing on it. And when that's turned on, you can actually get GPS off of the dash cam, or listed right on the camera. But the thing is, it sticks to your windshield, the little GPS thing does. So they give you little plastic sheets here to stick it on the windshield. And so, because it's used that high density or high velocity, not high velocity, uses that HB tape, sticky tape, if you will, double-sided tape. So once you stuck that to your windshield, you wouldn't be able to get it off. So you got these, they stick to the windshield real easily, and then you put your GPS thing on here, and then if you ever have to move it from one camera to the other, you just kind of peel this off and it comes off. car if you need to. Of course, it comes with a little windshield mount here. You stick this on the windshield, and your power cord, and the little GPS monitor right there that sticks on the windshield. And this actually comes with its own SD card. They give you a 32 gigabyte SD card, and the camera itself will actually hold up to 128, so I may increase that. And then the camera is very small, and it just mounts up on the dash like any normal dash cam. And I'll give you video of me installing that and using it and stuff. But from what I saw from Hobotech, it works very well. The good thing is Hobotech was given had a 20% discount coupon code on it, and then went on Amazon, and Amazon was having a Prime 20% discount, so I actually got 40% off of this. So $130 dash cam only cost me $78. So $76, $78. Anyway, it worked out real well, and I was surprised. Okay, another thing I did here is, if you look up front, the dash up there, I've taken and put two individual switches, as you can see, beside the USB plug-in ports. I did have the one switch here in the center which turned them both on, but what I found was when I turned that on and I had the cameras plug in, the cameras came on as well, which was good, which is what I wanted, except that if I didn't have the cameras on and I just wanted to charge my cell phone, if I turned that on, then the cameras came on. So what I've done was right here, I've changed that out and put two little toggle switches on each side of the USB port there. And so this toggle switch here toggles the left port, this toggle switch here toggles the right port, so I can have them on individually. I can have the cameras plugged into one and then use the other one to charge my cell phone or my laptop or whatever, or my tablet. And then the switch in the center, what I did was I switched that over and ran the wire through the back, down, and over to the side, and I put a cigarette plug over there on that. So now I can have my GPS mounted to the windshield and the cord run down and plugged in right over there, so it doesn't have to run all the way across the dash and back and plug into the normal cigarette lighter port. So that'll make things a little bit neater and tidier in there. Okay, so I guess that's about it. I'll make another video on installing these and see how they work, and that's about it for now. So we'll see how it goes. So until later, Phil out.